ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Work Shoot Show. Yes, this is episode 12, I believe.
Every week we get confused on which episode it is.
But that's a good thing. That's like we're cooking, man. We're out here cooking. I believe it's 12. Yeah, it is 12.
Yeah.
Okay, episode 12. I'm your co-host, Mr. Lyn and Pete, joined by my co-host, Mr. Peter McGinn. Pete, it is Elimination Chamber preview episode. We do have some stuff to talk about before in terms of Raw. Real quick, no real AEW stuff. Did you watch Rampage? I mean, did you watch Dynamite this past Wednesday?
No, I would say the only outside of WWE thing I'm really looking forward to is the Eddie Kingston versus Jay White match.
Isn't that this weekend? We could predict that too if you want.
Yeah. They were on, was it Brian Alvarez's talk show today? Both of them were, and got some like pretty interesting comments about the two. A really rare like media promo. A lot of times it's like on the episode, but
on the show
or Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But this was like,
do you think that isn't Brian Alvarez the AEW interviewer guy, podcast guy?
No, he's a Wrestling Observer Network.
Okay,
I believe that's what it's him and
Meltzer.
Meltzer, yeah.
Do you think that Jay White's gonna end up in AEW? Or do you think he's going to end up in WWE?
I hope it's WWE.
Me too.
I think he just has a higher ceiling in WWE.
I think, and my thing is this, if he goes to WWE, I want him to be Cody Rhodes' first opponent post-WrestleMania.
Yeah. There's so many... I don't see like an avenue for him in AEW right now for him to be elevated. I feel like if he went to WWE, he'd be elevated immediately.
Yep. The only thing interesting about AEW right now is that they announced for Revolution a Texas death match with Mox and Hangman Adam Page. I'm pretty excited for that. But other than that, like the tag team titles with the Guns, it's going to be a 4-way between the Acclaim, the Guns, and two other teams. Like, are they put? Oh, it's just God.
Now you say that's like maybe the reason why I haven't have any AEW things to talk about is because they put the belts on the Guns.
On the Guns.
Bro, terrible.
So, like, are they just gonna come back and flip flop and put it back on the Acclaim at Revolution?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man,
I thought that was such a bad move.
You, me, and all of Laredo, because they didn't even boo. They were like, "This is fucking stupid."
Yeah,
like
just dumb.
Like that, literally. So, like, when we predict Revolution, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, also Wardlow Samoa Joe grudge match for the TNT title. We learned more. Wardlow had like an interesting interview with Jim Ross where he was trying to get personal, where he said he had his hair long for his dad, and Samoa Joe knew that, so he cut it. They're trying to get better with the storytelling. But the most interesting story, I guess, is Bryan Danielson and MJF for the hour long. That promo he cut about the Liv girl where that dude a sick man. That's a sick bastard. That's a sick bastard. But all right, let's get to it. The best storytelling right now in wrestling stuff, as in WWE. What Triple H has been doing with Cody Rhodes, chef's kiss. He knows that Sammy's hot. So instead of burning Sammy and making the fans feel like, oh, no, he's making Cody be the ultimate babyface and support him, but still have his own story. Whereas Raw is Cody, SmackDown is Sammy, and the fact that they met this past Monday on Raw showed not only that Cody is the guy, because I think with the promo it showed like, okay, Sammy's good, but Cody's like, if Sammy's here, Cody's here. And I said this to you in pre-pro. I don't think Triple H wanted to make Sammy look weak on purpose, but it just came across as, Sammy doubting himself, whereas Cody does not doubt himself. And Roman made a TikTok about it. Roman was like, if you need a cheerleader, bro, you shouldn't even try to come try to mess with me. And I was like, oh, snap, Roman on TikTok.
I think the promo did a couple things really well. I think it established Cody as going forward, because I think we both probably just assume he's going to beat Roman at WrestleMania.
Yes, sir.
I think what this promo and a couple others before just solidified himself as he can carry the company.
Yep. He's been doing interviews I watched his Hot 97 interview. Like for him to be on the Black Hip Hop radio station, even though I know that's Peter Rosenberg, but still, for him to be there, Ariel Helwani, all these other places, it was just great, man. It just shows he could do this.
Yep. I think he's got a pretty unique look to him that I think a lot of people can get behind. It's not that we're like sick of Roman, but every now and then you just have to.
You need a hero, like you do.
You gotta
like,
switch it up. And
exactly, and he's not babyface John Cena. He still has an edge because that tattoo gives him a little edge. He was in Bullet Club, like Bullet Club tattoo, like Rebel. Like he's I don't want to say anti-hero, but like he's like the anti-hero of WWE. Like he's their guy. Like I really like how they're doing it. How did you feel about even before that, the Paul Heyman one? The Paul Heyman one that happened a couple weeks ago set this up perfectly, though.
It's pretty good. I have just with Cody promos and stuff, he always somehow always gets referenced back to his dad. And
and I'm glad Paul Heyman said this is about you. You should not be talking about your dad anymore.
And it's fine every now and then because of like the legend that his father is, but if it's like 85% of his promos, it's like, yeah, we know your dad's Dusty Rhodes. It's like it was nice that they brought it back to like to reality and be like, no.
It's about you. And then if you, in the Era Hawani interview, he's cognizant that people don't want to keep hearing the Dusty shit. And he was like, I understand. Trust me. It's about to be about me.
Yeah, exactly. And that's nice and all. So as long as like they can limit that stuff, I'm a big fan of what Cody's been doing. But I guess going back to him and Sammy in this promo, so I think it solidified him as like the new face of WWE going forward, because I'm assuming Roman's going to take a break of some sort.
As he should. He should get a vacation. He earned it.
After WrestleMania. But I think what this really did was kind of give Sammy a chance, I think, of beating
Roman. At least Roman. A believable idea.
I don't know if he's going to, but just like the crowd's reaction, because he's doubting himself. And we've all been there before. We're like, maybe we're going up against like, we both played sports. Maybe we're going against like the number 1 seed. And you know what? We're a 500 team.
There's doubts there. Doubt creeps
There's
in.
doubts, but like, sure. I don't know about you, but there's been times where we've beaten the best team and stuff like that. It's like, it's not impossible, but sometimes you need to hear it from somebody like Cody to be like, nah, man, like you got this. Like, don't doubt. Like, I know it's like, Sammy did something like really smart. It's like, I've watched him go up against like these behemoths and stuff like that every single time he comes.
It's like, how do I have a chance? Like I've seen him go up against the Drews, the Shame, like the top guys, and Roman was like, nah. I mean, no, Cody was like, nah, bro. Like you gotta just believe it. It was perfect. It was perfect. Like it really was.
It was perfect for both people because I think they have a real opportunity if they want to fix my biggest qualm with Cody winning WrestleMania, and that is Sammy beating Roman Reigns at the Elimination Chamber. We can talk about that when we get there.
Ooh, okay.
But I have some ideas that I'm really
I'm down to hear them. You got to give it to me, okay? Because
that's gonna be last though, because that's gonna be the last of our predictions.
For sure. And because I'm my big theory is coming at the end. I said it a little bit before, but it revolves around Jey Uso, and the Usos are allowed into Canada. Meltzer found out, baby. They're going, so that's big. But all right, if you're ready, we can get into our predictions.
Let's do it. So we got 5 as confirmed right now, and I think this is gonna be like the real start to our predictions. The Royal Rumble's a little wonky just because we have to like pick 30 people, but these are straight matches that we can pick like winners.
Cool. So this will start our predictions. Cool.
Yeah. Gotcha. So last year Lyn beat me by 1 essentially. So at the moment he is the reigning one-time champion.
The one-time predictions champion. I love it.
we had to make an interim champion and Lyn got it. So this is gonna start.
I like that. The interim. I like that a lot. Okay.
All right. So but this is where we're gonna start keeping track of our records. So let's start with the men's Elimination Chamber. We have the champion. Oh, this is for the United States Championship. So Austin Theory is the champion. He's going up against Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford.
This is the most unpredictable one of the damn card.
I think 4 of them can win.
I do too. And funny enough, one of them is Seth Rollins, but he's the bottom of I don't think Seth Rollins is the one that I don't think. And let me tell you how I'm feeling. So I do think Theory's gonna fight Cena, but if that's the case, does Theory need the United States belt? That's what's going back and forth in my mind. And if he's fighting Cena, then he doesn't need it. Like we both think then he's dropping it. But to who is the question? Is it time for Montez to get the singles run? Bronson Reed's hot, like, or is it time to put someone Johnny Wrestling to get Gargano going? Those are the three places I'm really leaning. I don't think Damian Priest wins it at all. Like, he's one of the most boring people in the fucking ring ever.
They are pushing Bronson, which I'm very surprised by. I don't think they're gonna push him enough to
give him the belt right now. Yeah.
I would have said Theory would win this with the opportunity of him versus Lashley versus Lesnar at WrestleMania, which is what I wanted.
Ooh.
But since Lashley and Lesnar are fighting on this card, I don't think that's going to happen at WrestleMania.
And it's seeming like freaking Lesnar's going to end up getting Gunther. That's what it's seeming like.
Yeah. No, that'd be a perfect WrestleMania match. Oh my god, that'd be so nice.
So so like if Theory's getting Cena, I don't think they're fighting for the US title. Like, I don't think that's what Cena's coming back for.
Unless you don't want you want Austin looking strong.
True.
You have him winning the chamber match, and then you probably have him
having Cena putting over. Yeah, Cena putting him over to be the solidified United States. That's a good point. I didn't think about it that way.
But I think kind of like my Royal Rumble prediction with Cody, I think you can make Austin look strong and still lose, which is what I'm thinking is going to happen here. I don't know if he's going to be like a rat in a way where he like has like other people essentially set the stuff up for him, and then he gets the pin, and then he ends up pinning like 3 of the 5 other people. This one's tough.
This was the hardest one. Like, it really is.
This is all set up for WrestleMania. Like, you gotta put eyes on the prize, and you gotta have, the promo material for it. So I think that's kind of where I'm leaning with my prediction winner. I'm gonna say Seth Rollins wins.
Okay, see, that's interesting. The only reason why I'm not Seth is because I think that's Logan Paul's match, and I feel you. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna I wanted to come in here and either pick Montez, Reed, or Gargano, but I'm not doing that. I just talked you talked me into Theory of keeping Theory strong, having him fight John Cena for the ultimate United States to really push him over as the future. I'm picking Theory to win by shady means.
Yeah, I like that. I think at the end it will be Theory versus Rollins. That'll be the last two.
I agree about that.
I'm thinking. But yeah, I think it all depends on like, does Rollins versus Logan need to have like a title?
A belt, yeah.
Probably not. But also I don't think Austin versus Cena.
If Cena needs one either. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, which one really needs it? And like, to me, I think Rollins is putting over Logan Paul. And if that's the case, you don't give Logan Paul the United States belt. I'd much rather see a super strong Theory with the United States belt than Logan Paul with the United States belt.
That's fair. I definitely see it through multiple, like.
No, there is multiple angles through this. Yeah, for sure. And like, if Montez Ford wins, man, my heart will be happy. I'll take this loss for Montez Ford to win.
All right. So that for me, Seth Rollins, Lynn's going with Austin Theory. Next up is the women's.
Yes, sir.
We got Asuka versus Liv Morgan versus Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya versus Carmella. I'll tell you one person who is not winning this, and that's Natalya.
Yeah, she's been horrible.
She's been should have been off my TV about 4 or 5 years ago,
bro. Like, my goodness. But see, okay, now this one is easier to me because it's like, okay,
I think there's 2
who can feasibly beat Bianca. There are 3, but I don't think one of them can actually beat Bianca, and that's Liv. Like, Liv, I would love to see her win, but I just don't know. You can't convince me. You couldn't convince me Alexa Bliss could beat Bianca. How are you going to convince me Liv can beat Bianca? So to me, it comes down between Raquel Rodriguez and Asuka. I'm going with Asuka, man. I'm going with Dark Asuka.
Yeah, I think that she's on fire right now. I think her character is great. I think Raquel could be a very good opponent just because of her size. Where Bianca has always been the strongest person in the ring. But then going up against Raquel, she's the second strongest person.
Exactly.
Or equal or less.
Second
like,
strongest, for sure.
It's pretty close. I think it helps that Raquel Rodriguez is like 5'11", and Bianca's like 5'4" or something like that. But that being said, I like sticking with the hot hand. I'm also going to go Asuka.
Like, bro, Asuka can just out wrestle her. Like, that's the thing. I could believe Dark Asuka going to that dark place could beat Bianca.
I think I also think she'll pull a Tajiri and just spit green things in Bianca's face and roll her up, and
Yeah.
I think that'd be perfect for her. Because like this character, it's like, what if like not only are you a better wrestler, but you're still gonna cheat anyway to win? I think that'd be so great.
And that would be a great start to a feud. And then you get like at WrestleMania, Bianca wins it back from Asuka. And then you give Asuka's character some solidify a run till WrestleMania, which is a solid run.
Well, this is whoever fights.
This is who fights at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania, yeah. It's like I think Asuka versus Bianca is like a better selling point.
Yeah, I agree.
Than someone like, I think Raquel, if this was like Money in the Bank, I think you could easily see like Raquel Rodriguez versus Bianca. But for WrestleMania, they want
you need a hot name. Yeah,
you need a hot name. So yeah, I think we're both going to Asuka. I think that's pretty fair. Okay. Next up, we have the mixed tag match: Edge versus Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day, which is Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley.
So I've been on top of this feud for a while.
Yep.
We predicted Edge was gonna say, "I quit." Exactly how?
Yep, you called it.
I think this is leading to Finn Balor in the Hell in the Cell versus Edge at WrestleMania. Okay. My question to you is: does Edge have to win this for that Hell in the Cell to matter?
Nope.
Okay, so, and I don't think you want to make Rhea look bad on the way to WrestleMania.
Correct.
I'm going Finn Balor and Rhea.
Okay. Do you have Finn pinning?
No, I have Rhea. No. And this is why the Hell in the Cell still matter. I have Rhea pinning Beth.
Okay. I am in the exact same boat as you. I think they want, with Rhea not only winning the Royal Rumble, if she gets the pin here, it's just going to make her look. It's going to make her look so strong.
Okay, before you weren't ready for Charlotte, but now you're beating the Glamazon. Oh, you're ready to go.
And if Edge can easily fight Finn and be like, Edge didn't get pinned. No, my wife got pinned.
And then you could have it to where Edge is beating up Finn pretty badly. Like, you could really, I don't think they'll do this, but this would be great storytelling, is if like Edge has Finn in like a submission and Finn's about to tap, but Rhea pins Beth. That way it's like, Edge gets his grudge match for the Hell in the Cell.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I'd really like that.
I'd really like to see Edge spear Rhea in this match.
You think he'll do it?
Yeah,
that'd be hard.
I think that'd be sick. I think there might be a time where Rhea would tag in Finn, or Rhea would and so then they have to switch, but then Edge is like, nah,
he spills her,
because especially what happened last time where they hit the ladder, or not the ladder, the chair spot with hitting Beth's head. And it's like, you killed my wife. Now I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to get revenge for that. No, that's a good
point. Just one spear.
That can also make Finn mad enough to be like, Hell in the Cell with Edge. You got to think of things that can get to that Hell in the Cell, and that's something that can get us there. For sure.
Yeah, but
I like that.
I think it's pretty. I think it's either going to be Edge pinning Finn or Rhea pinning
Beth. Yeah, I agree.
But I think we're both. They need to make Rhea. She's fighting for the belt, so they have to make her look as strong as possible.
Gotta build her up. Exactly. Yep. And Charlotte's already talking shit, and what's a better way to be on the way there by beating another legend?
Yep. And Priest and Dominic will be there, so there'll be shenanigans and stuff like that as well. So you can still make them look strong and still have Judgment Day go over, because they got a little chumped at Royal Rumble.
It's getting stagnant. It's time to end the Edge thing and let them move to someone else so we can keep them strong. It really is. And that's why I'm so happy at WrestleMania it'll be done, because Finn Balor should move on to tormenting someone else.
Yep, I agree. So we both have Finn.
We only differ on one so far right now.
So far, this one might be a tough one though.
Bobby Lashley,
Bobby Lashley versus Brock. Because this one's Bobby's been looking really strong. Brock is Brock. I think right now it's who can afford the loss right now.
And you want to know something? My head and my heart are both leaning the same way. I just don't know if it's right This is me really going off of watching the backgrounds, thinking of the story. I think Bobby wins due to a Hurt Business interference. The Hurt Business is back. That way Brock doesn't technically lose. And it's the Hurt Business coming back to help put Bobby over.
Love that.
Because in the backgrounds of everything, you've been seeing MVP talk to Shelton, talk to Cedric. That happened last week on Raw. It happened the week before. And Bobby's been like saying his people. He talked to all his people. Who's your people? The Hurt Business.
Yeah. I would pop because they should have never gone away in the first place.
Dumb Vince shit.
God, Vince hates black people so much.
Yeah, he does.
They were so good.
Mm-hmm. And then honestly, if they come back, perfect faction for Judgment Day to feud with. Like
if they can, especially if they can get like a girl into their stable too, would be sick.
Yeah, that would help out a lot. Good point.
So I'm thinking this is one we do I do think Brock wins.
Okay, so this is another difference. Cool, we need those.
Because I think they want. You said it earlier before. I think they want Brock versus Gunther at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want Brock coming off of a loss, even though Lashley versus Gunther for the IC title would be also insane.
Yeah.
Just give me big boys fighting each other like that.
See, I think Bobby can still win and Brock still fight Gunther for the IC.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I just don't. I guess that's how I would book it. How I'm looking at it, where I don't want Brock
to lose. No, I look,
lose.
I truly understand where you're coming from because in the back of my head, I think that's what Triple H is going to do. This is my heart and head, just like really just betting on what I've been seeing on TV and just betting on the dirt sheets and saying, okay, if you're going to bring the Hurt Business back, now is the time. Help them put over Bobby if you're going to do it. And I'm just taking a bet on that. But realistically, in the back of my mind, I totally believe what you're saying. And I totally feel where you're coming from.
I think I can see some shenanigans too, like a ref bump where like Bobby is easily going to win. Ref gets bopped.
Brock does some shady
Brock
stuff.
Hits him with like a low blow or something like that, and then F5s him. I can see something along those lines too. But I think they want Brock Gunther for WrestleMania. I think, and I could be wrong with that because just. You gotta have Gunther at WrestleMania.
No, I agree. I do think they want
this one's
Brock
tough,
Gunther
dude. This one's really tough.
It is because you could send it either way. Like, whereas the first one, it's like you really didn't know who could win that Elimination Chamber. This one, it's like both men have a claim to win.
Yeah, I would even mind, like Lashley maybe going a little heel and having the Hurt Business like fuck with Brock or something. That's like what I'm saying. In the match. And have Brock or have Bobby win by those means.
And that's my prediction of the win. It's like it's a shitty win where it's like Brock doesn't have the stain of a true loss. It's a shady loss. It's a help from the team loss.
Yeah. Also, the good thing about this whole thing is there's only 5 matches, so this match could be like 25 minutes long.
True, it needs to be like let these guys go at it.
And be just exactly what I want. So
like straight big meaty men slapping meat.
it could be, just give it time. It could be so good. So I'm gonna go with Brock. You're going Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we get to the big one. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Do you want to start?
Yeah, because you have something that my theory I've already basically said, but I'll say it again. I'm picking Roman to win. Sami Zayn looks damn good. He's almost going to beat him. Solo's not popping out. Jimmy's not popping out. You know who pops out? Jay. Sami thinks it's 1. Jay, I acknowledge you. This, that, and the third. And Jay says, I'm sorry, Sami. He's blood. Ooze. Super kick to the face. Superman punch. Spear. Roman. 1, 2, 3. Bloodline. And now Montreal is not booing Roman Reigns. Montreal is booing Jey Uso, setting up, and then they start jumping him. You send out Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens comes help, and boom, setting up Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos at WrestleMania. And then like you could even send out Jay. I would love for Jimmy to come out at this point. Jimmy Roman and Jay fucking up Kevin and Sammy. And then boom, right as it's about to end, those three are fucking the two up. And then we hear adrenaline in my soul, something, something, Cody Rhodes. And then he just attacks Roman. And you have Cody attacking Roman, Kevin and Sammy attacking the Usos, setting up WrestleMania for Cody versus Roman. And then El Generico and Kevin Steen, classic tag team, taking on the Usos. That's my prediction. Roman wins and gets the heat off of him and the heat onto Jey Uso.
The only thing that Vince McMahon loves more other than suppressing black people is creating giant moments in wrestling. Can you imagine the pop if Sammy in Montreal dethroned
it would be nuts.
The tribal chief?
It would be nuts.
And one of the biggest pops I would think in wrestling history is on the table that I think Sammy could have the chance at creating this moment. Now comes the question, will he?
Do you pick it? Are you betting the predictions championship on picking Sami Zayn?
Here's what I'm thinking. Does it make sense for Roman to have one of the two belts going forward?
Okay.
Because this is all me thinking that Cody will beat Roman at WrestleMania. So then he has one belt. Or would it be better if Roman had none of the belts? And that's kind of what I'm thinking, where maybe he loses this one by kind of what you were saying, but in the opposite direction, where Jey Uso helps.
Okay, you're seeing the collapse of the bloodline. Okay,
yes. And
okay,
I think this will start like an inner.
It's either way. Like honestly, with Sammy telling Jay, "I acknowledge you," it's either like Jey. I'm glad we both have the linchpin to both our theories being Jey Uso, because he is either way you slice it.
Yes, and you can have this bloodline feud of inner like qualms where like maybe now Roman is like, okay, Solo, go fight Jay type of thing, and then Jimmy's like, hold up, Oos, like, and we can and then I think you can do something like Roman and Solo versus the Usos.
Ooh, okay,
and have that feud going if you wanted to. I think because at some point the bloodline has to end.
So my question to you is, if you have Sammy win, which belt are you having him take? Are you having him take the Universal, or are you having him take the WWE?
So he would take the blue one, whatever the blue one is.
Okay, yeah, that's the Universal. See, that's interesting.
Because in Cody's promo, he specifically says
he wants the WWE. No, Well, okay, so his first one, he says that. The second one, he says he wants the undisputed Universal, both of them, which I'm very interested to see. But let me ask you, just not to discard your theory, I'm just asking, do you think they give him the blue one and risk losing Roman with the 1,000-day mark? Because that's also in the back of my mind. Do they give Roman the 1,000-day mark?
I don't think that's. I mean, possibly.
And let me ask you now, if you and then also, does that mean we get Sammy Roman at WrestleMania for the rematch?
No.
Okay, so let me ask you. So what are you doing with the Universal?
I would straight up just don't have Sammy wrestle. I mean, you can maybe, or you could do maybe just not have Sammy wrestle at WrestleMania. To be honest.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know. I mean, they have what, like a month and a half to work up something if he does win, which I think would be. I think you could do something like Sammy and Jay versus Roman and
Solo?
Jimmy or Solo.
Jimmy, yeah, okay.
It would be interesting dynamic where it's like, nah, you're fighting your brother. Like,
that'd be hard. I'd rock with that. I like it.
I just think it doesn't make sense for me that Cody beating Roman and then Roman having only one of the two belts. I think the idea of Roman being like this powerhouse is because he holds both belts at the same time, where one is just, it's not the same.
So no, I agree with that. That's why I'm so interested to see what happens with Jey Uso Saturday.
I just think long term, this is how they would fix my qualms with the Royal Rumble. They can fix essentially not fix, but kind of do something different with the bloodline and just start having title defenses again like they did, because Roman wrestles twice a year.
Somebody said they would do the Mick Foley thing where Roman is kicking Sammy's ass, and then all of a sudden, do you smell with the Rock? And he comes and beats Roman and then puts Sammy on top of him and do the remake of the Mick Foley thing. Like, look, man, there's so many options. I'm ecstatic. So are you picking officially on the books? Are you picking Sammy?
This might be the most preposterous thing I think I've ever uttered on this podcast. But I am picking Sami Zayn.
Nice. I'm glad you're sticking
Reigns.
with it. Hell yeah.
I think the upside is just so much higher for what, and maybe, you know what? Maybe they have Sammy versus Roman day 1, and then Roman versus Cody
day 2. That's
that's
been a rumor as well.
Yeah, man. There's just so much to go off of. We'll see. Maybe after Elimination Chamber, I'll look like an absolute idiot and be like, why did I ever think that?
No, but like, look, I'm gonna let you know now. Even if you get that one wrong, I'm gonna lose that Bobby one. I know. You're gonna get the Brock one. That's just me wanting the Hurt Business to come back.
Maybe you'll be right. Well, we see. That's the interesting part, because with this new, well, I know Vince is kind of back, but
I still think Triple H. I still think it's Triple H, like heavy.
Yeah, I just think with this new age of where we are in WWE, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that Sammy can win. Or
it's not. It's really not.
Or Liv Morgan can win. Even though I think it's unlikely, I can see that being a thing in this day and age. I mean, Liv had an hour at Royal Rumble. Like
she did.
We're in a different era, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that old mindset where Roman reigns forever.
They just have to do it. Once you do it, you can explain it afterwards. And to your point, no, we are in a new era. I'm excited. This Saturday is going to be lit. Look, y'all be in the Discord because we will be talking.
Also, so happy that the Elimination Chamber is not in Saudi Arabia this year.
Yeah, I'm glad. Montreal's such a good spot for it.
For as much as I don't like French Canadians.
What do you think is going to be the opening match? Is it one of the chambers?
Ooh. Yeah, because they'll do the big match last. So they'll probably do something like, I would think, like men's
chamber first, like the Rumble,
like men's chamber, Edge, Bobby, and then like women's chamber, and then Roman versus Sammy. It's kind of I think that's kind of what I'm thinking that they do, but
they should open with the women's chamber to switch it up from the Rumble.
I can see that too. Oh, that's a good point.
Let them get the shine. Yeah, let them start the match, because the men's one is, it's intriguing, but it's not as intriguing as the women's, in my opinion.
I agree. No, I mean, I just wish Natalya wasn't there. I wish I could have been like,
they just did that for the Canadian pop.
Oh, that's a good point. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I just
that's
don't
definitely
like
why.
I think you could easily put somebody else in that position to
I agree.
To have.
You could have did Trish Stratus.
Well,
is Becky in Lita gonna battle Judgment Day, or do we just? I mean, not Judgment Day, Damage Control, or we just don't know yet?
I don't think we know. Yeah, I think that's building up.
Okay,
because we'll see.
Yeah, because like if there's I guess there won't be.
There's no match confirmed.
Yeah, there's no. So. Yeah, exactly. So I guess we won't hear about it on SmackDown.
Sometimes, like even like day of, they add like a match or something.
Okay,
like that.
So I'm just saying, if there's a chance of that happening, I'm picking Becky Lynch to win.
Sure,
I'm just like,
because we have right now, we're recording on a Thursday. We still have SmackDown tomorrow.
We still have SmackDown. Yeah,
something could happen. 5 matches is kind of rare for a normal. That's like an NXT card.
Is that too little? Is that too light?
No, I would feel like it's probably unless they make the chamber match go like an hour.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, because they were talking about Becky getting a match, Becky and Bayley getting a match. I don't think you leave them off the card. I just don't see that.
Unless that's like a pre-show. Like,
or they're saving it for WrestleMania, because they have to. They want them to be there
for WrestleMania,
and then you do Becky, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control.
Yeah.
So
I think you should say that. So yeah, let's before we head out, let's do a recap real quick of our picks. Men's chamber, I got Rollins. Lyn has Theory.
Austin Theory, yes, sir.
For the women's chamber, we both have Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
For Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Judgment Day, we both have Judgment Day, both having Rhea pinning
Get
Beth.
the pin, yes, sir.
Brock versus Lashley, I have Brock. Lyn has Bobby
with the Hurt Business.
And then God. Reigns versus Sammy. I have Sammy and Lyn is the smart one picking Roman. But you know what? I like gambling sometimes. And...
No, look, I feel you. Like that's me with Bobby. Like I love that you're doing it because like if there's any time for this to happen, like you said, the stars align. You got Montreal. It's the best story. Cody told Sammy, finish your story. Which better way to finish your story than doing that? Like, it makes a lot of sense. People have been calling Sammy this era generation's Mick Foley. And if he is, this is how you do it.
Yep. It feels good to be this excited for a pay-per-view. I love Elimination Chamber. Sometimes you can have just when Bray Wyatt won the championship in his Elimination Chamber, it's one of my favorite WWE matches of all time. I love that match, how he pinned AJ Styles to win. But we can just have these moments, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get this Saturday.
Me too. And either way it goes, if it's Sammy wins or if it's Roman winning with Jay getting that heat, because like on the other side, if Roman wins and it is Jake super kicking Sammy, bro, they're booing him out that fucking building. They're throwing like it will be the moment of you talking about cheers, of it being the loudest cheers. This will be the loudest boos. They thought Royal Rumble was some boos. No, this will be insane.
It's like we're going to get. It's going to be loud. It's just which type of loud are we going to get? Are we getting a pop or are we getting heat? So
the ultimate heat, scorching.
Scorching. You can't beat Sammy in Montreal. What are you crazy? Oh, it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
I'm right there with you, brother. All right, well, tell the people they can follow you at on social media.
Yeah, the best way to follow me is What Do You Say Annie? What Do You Say ANI on Twitter. If you're an anime fan, check me out, I guess. That's my most active, and I have my favorite episode of the year coming out. That's the anime of the year. I can't wait to finally talk about my favorite anime from 2022.
When's that dropping?
That's this coming Monday, the 20th. So
I'll make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, it's super dope. This year for every vote I was able to donate $1 to a local library.
Love that.
And we got over 100 votes. And so a library is getting a brand new box set of manga. So I can't
Love that.
Can't wait to officially go and donate that to the library.
That's awesome.
I picked up, I got the manga right behind me. I'm gonna go donate it probably next week. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks everyone who I know there's some people in my Discord who listen to this. So thanks you for everybody who's listening that voted.
Hell yeah. Thank y'all for sure. And make sure y'all check out his episode on Monday. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Pete. You can follow me at LynBWT, follow BrosWhoThink at BrosWhoThink. Join the Discord, like I said, because we'll be talking about it on Saturday in there. Shout out to our guy Davey. He's in there chatting with us in the Discord. But until next time, y'all have a good one. We'll be back soon giving y'all our results of this. Until then, peace.
Peace.